Sticks and stones might break my bones, but your free speech offends me. Hello everyone. I want to jump right into it and fulfill the Godwin's law, so I can proceed with the argument. Adolf Hitler was wrong. Wrong about many things. He was wrong to have an entire industry of human extermination created. His government did not support free speech. Joseph Stalin was wrong. Wrong about many things. He was wrong in his attempt to transform Russia into a socialist empire. His government did not support free speech. In many European countries, it is criminal under the law to express any signs of sympathy towards Hitler or Stalin. In Poland, every year, a number of persons is arrested and have criminal charges pressed against them for celebrating Adolf Hitler's birthday. You can also catch some trouble if you wear any Soviet symbolism in public. A hat with a red star, hammer and a sickle? Forget about that. You will be lucky if the police or town militia stop at telling you to take it off. In Great Britain, it is routinely implemented to criminalize offensive speech. Even jokes can land you in court of law for 2 years of time for spreading hate. Across the world, the notion of free speech have many interpretations. Regardless of what place you go to and what is the legal regulation of speech there are two types of people. Those who want more free speech than is allowed, and those who want more control over speech. I believe that both sides begin their journey with the same premise and go through the same process to form different conclusions. And it goes something like this. 1. There are harmful ideas. 2. That problem needs to be addressed. 3. There's an ideology I already subscribe to. 4. Within the framework of that ideology, solution to the problem would be X. 5. Therefore, the conclusion, X should be implemented. What is the difference between Nazi Germany, socialist USSR, and free market capitalist democracy? There isn't any if you are put in jail or prison for thinking wrong things. Human brain is an immensely complex system of neurological circuits. One of the most incredible features of that system is the ability to process unbelievable chunks of information in short spans of time and form coherent conclusions based on them. But the brain never possesses all the information. It can only work off of what's fed to it through the senses. And once it comes to a conclusion, it is almost as set as in stone. That of course until more data is available. You cannot change one person's mind simply by denying their conclusions. The earth is flat. No, it's not. Whatever, it's flat. That's how the conversation usually goes, right? The earth is flat. Well, how about you go to jail? The government oppresses me. It's definitely flat. The more extreme the denial, the less effective it is. The earth is flat. No, and here's why. Presents evidence. Oh, okay. Let me think about it. Maybe I was wrong. There used to be those old popular sayings. Hate the message and not the messenger. Hate the sin not the sinner. Although those are associated with being an asshole these days, they are an essence of how speech should be approached. Only through challenging what's being said, one's mind can be changed. No threats and appeals to morality or authority can really change one person's mind about an idea, if you cannot explain why the idea is wrong. The answer to dangerous and hateful speech is more speech. Otherwise, the harmful ideologies are still out there, but persons believing them can never be challenged on them. Sooner or later, a person with true Nazi sympathies will come to power, and you will not know what they stand for until it's too late. Another socialist revolution will happen right next to you, and you will not see it coming. We have a choice to change people's minds, but only if we talk to them and address the flaws in their logic. On the other hand, a Nazi sympathizer you put in jail will only gain confidence in his cause due to the government persecuting him. And that's perfectly reasonable from their perspective. If in China, I would certainly feel like I'm in the right if the Chinese government invited me to have some tea for the things I say. Ultimately, beliefs are not a matter of one person's choice. They are formed and changed in real time based on the feed of information to the brain. Sometimes a conversation is enough to change one's beliefs. Other times it's hard evidence. Flat Earth, the Jewish question, intersexuality, gods. People believing any number of faulty ideas had to be once convinced to believe in them. Very often, it is the lack of outside perspective and challenging interactions that keeps their position validated in their mind, while compelling arguments are available. Ever heard of Daryl Davis? Davis famously converted 200 Ku Klux Klan members to leave the group. By the sheer fact of becoming friends with dark-skinned Davis, these people could no longer hold a belief in inferiority of other people based on their skin pigmentation, and therefore left the organization. It may be difficult to change another person's mind and make them go over the fence to other side of the argument. Criminalizing one form of speech over another does the exact opposite of that. In Europe, those KKK members would be put in jail, and all 200 of them would live their last day thinking, well, those niggers are trash, white power. Criminalization of speech reinforces the problem. Even I'm not in position of authority, I would urge to extend support to any individual and organization that promotes deregulation of speech in EU. Hitler wouldn't want you to have free speech. How about we do the opposite of what Hitler would have wanted? That is my liberal opinion.